There are three major estrogens that we need to know about. Let me get back to them. Here we go. One is E1, which is estrone, E2, estradiol, and E3, estriol. Estradiol is the most potent and the predominant estrogen during reproductive years. Estrone becomes the dominant form after menopause, largely due to peripheral conversion, and estriol rises subsequently or substantially during pregnancy as it's produced by the placenta. Understanding these forms helps interpret hormonal assays across the lifespan. Estradiol shapes the secondary sexual characteristics during puberty, regulates the menstrual cycle, and supports both bone, cardiovascular, and skin health. In the follicular phase, E2 is a direct marker of follicle quality. In the luteal phase, it reflects endometrial integrity. A drop in estradiol triggers menstruation. Because most E2 circulates bound to sex hormone binding globulin or SHBG, alteration in binding proteins can also influence measurable levels. Estradiol is synthesized by the ovaries, corpus luteum, placenta, adrenals, and through peripheral conversion of testosterone. Production is stimulated by FSH and LH, and estradiol also can exert negative feedback on FSH and LH, while high mid-cycle levels switch to positive feedback to trigger our LH surge. Levels fluctuate predictably across the menstrual cycle, and they will rise dramatically during pregnancy, and they'll fall pretty dramatically after menopause. Reference ranges are super broad because estradiol shifts throughout the menstrual cycle. Premenopausal levels range roughly from 300 or 30 to 400, depending on the cycle placement. Postmenopausal individuals tend to have typically levels that are below 30. AMAB individuals have low but measurable amounts, and these values can help us assess ovarian functioning, menopausal status, and causes of abnormal bleeding. Now, high estrogens may signal an ovarian or adrenal tumor, a serious liver disease, or even precocious puberty. In AMAB individuals, elevated estrogen may indicate a testicular tumor. Low estrogen, on the other hand, is a characteristic of Turner syndrome. It could also be a characteristic of an eating disorder like anorexia nervosa, even menopause or an ectopic pregnancy. These patterns can guide clinical workup and they help support us, but you also need to correlate with symptoms like amenorrhea, infertility, or abnormal puberty.